Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda, and today we're going to be reviewing from War for Cybertron Siege, Refraktor. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take a look at the boxes first, and then we'll bring the figures out and we'll take a look at them. You can already see that the figures have been removed. Generally, I have the figures in there, but since it's 3 of them and I was messing around with it yesterday, hadn't put them back in the box, I just decided to go ahead and go with it. So we'll just show off the boxes real quick. Now we have some artwork right here on the side. Now there is that that special, I don't know, let me see if I can get this at an angle where you can see it. Sometimes you can kind of see it at a weird angle in the light. But it does have that luminescent paint on it. Well, not really, it's like black light paint, kind of invisible paint. You can't really see it. It does say something, I think it says like reflector or something like that on the side of it. You can type that into Teletron 1 and you can see the other reflector or refractor that they're releasing in the G1 the G1 toy colors, because these are in the cartoon colors. So we're going to get that later on. Now, it does show that you can connect these together to make the camera right here. It says it needs 3 of them. Now, in the instructions, it doesn't show how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that here. It's fairly easy if you just look at the pictures and kind of, you can kind of fiddle around with it and figure it out also. But the Refraktor here, he will transform into kind of a weapons platform type thingy. Gun, I don't know. I don't want to choose weapons layout. I don't know. Now just showing him with a Battle Master, stuff like that. Basically all the same. All right, let's go ahead and bring the figures out here, because that's really what we're gonna be focusing on today. All right, so here are the 3 refractors here out of the packaging. Now, if you kind of want to make it look right, you can take these reticles out of there so that you just have the one middle figure with it on there. Now, I don't know if we would actually give them a name. I know that the original G1s had, they all had a different name. Now, one of them's name was Spectro, then we had Viewfinder and Spyglass, and I'm pretty sure that Viewfinder was always the one that had the reticle in the middle, but these guys, you can really name them anything that you want to, because they're all the same color, and they all come with these, they're not a viewfinder, they are the shutter for the camera. Now they all come with the shield and gun, which when they're combined, the guns create the tripod and the shields become the lens. Yeah, the lens. So first of all, we'll just go ahead and show off one of the figures here so you can take a look at him. Does he have light piping? No light piping. So it does have a clear portion right here on the chest. So you can see the back. And basically, the a third of the lens becomes a shield. Now you do get a little bit of hindrance here because of the lens, the inside lens portion there. But other than that, they are really nice, really detailed figures. So a lot of really good color on them too. So their first transformation. So I'm going to go ahead and show off probably about 3 or 4 different modes that they have. So we'll check out their individual weapon sleds, I guess you could call them, or little spaceships. Now there are 2 fan combined spaceship modes that I found, and then we'll go ahead and finish it out with the camera mode. So I guess if we're gonna do this, we'll go from camera mode back into robot mode, and then we'll do articulation from there. So to transform them into their little sled modes, and I'm just gonna transform one of them, and then the other 2 will miraculously by themselves transform. So we're gonna take and turn the arms like this inwards, flip the hands in. We'll take and rotate the hips around, and then you'll bring this back, and then the arms, oops, we did that the wrong way. There's a tab right here. The tab needs to tab in back there. So that'll tab in like that. So the tab goes inwards. There you go. You know what? Let's rotate this head around first and then flip it in. And then we'll bring these arms back. There we go. Now, next we'll take, and we need to flip out these landing gears. Landing gears. Okay. Flip out the landing gears, rotate them like this so that the landing gear is on the same side as the arms. Push that together. It's kind of tabs. Kind of got tabs, and we'll push that together. Come on. There you go. All right, so let's push together. Now this piece right here goes right here. And then the shield, not quite yet. We gotta take this, flip this up, and this will tab into this little portion right here on the legs. And that kind of keeps the feet from moving up and down in this mode. Okay, so that's all pushed in. And then once you have that pushed in, then this, the shield portion right here will tab in just like that. And now the gun, you want to flip this portion up. It tabs into this hole on the top of the foot. And just like that. So you got 3 ships. Okay, all right. So now to put them in a combined ship. So we got 3 different ships right here. To put them in a combined ship, these actually look pretty good once you have them in that mode. So you're going to start off with this in this mode. This is basically where you start off every single one of them. So this is going to start there. These guys will then transform into something else, or are going to look a little bit different. So we're going to pull this off, and we're pulling this off right here. And this thing stays on here really tightly. Okay, so one thing we need to do is we'll come in here, take the feet, fold these in. We're gonna fold this back in. This we just leave exactly like it is. Now we're gonna take the legs, gonna tab these together, and it's gonna fold up onto the side, so we need to rotate this around, and just like that. So then once you have like that, then you take this, and it's gonna go like that. That's one side. Pop that on real quick. All right, so that's one side. And then the other side, once again, we'll leave these like this. Remove this piece right here. Rotate these forward. Take this, fold that up like that. We're going to rotate this all the way around. Bring it back like that. Take this piece, tap it into the top one, and then this piece right here, tap it into here. All right, and once you have that, then you're going to take, and this tab right here, this hole right here is going to tab into here. And then this one right here is going to tab into here. All right, and you kind of have a ship type thing. So this is more of a winged ship, where it's a little bit longer across and stuff. So that's pretty nice. But my favorite one is I take these apart, and we'll get these back into the same modes. All right, so now we're gonna go for the second, which is my favorite combined mode, combined plane mode. Now, these are not my ideas. These are actually ones that I found off of just a simple search, a simple Google search. And there's a couple ideas in there. There's even like crazy ideas like minotaurs, scorpions, hands, stuff like that. Crazy things that you can find in there. But these are two of my favorite plane modes, so I wanted to go ahead and add those. So this guy we're going to leave the same once again. Now the only thing that we need to change are these two end. So coming here, these have to come off once again. And this one is very simple. There's not a lot of movement or not a lot of change in and stuff. So this is actually going to go back here. This piece is going to stay on here, so that goes like that. And we're going to take these. We have to flip these back in, and we'll flip this up just like this. It'll stay exactly like this. This is actually going to come up, and we're going to fold it in like that. Rotate it around like this, and we'll leave it kind of like this right here, just so it's folded up nicely in here. Now this piece is actually going to go up here, but we'll kind of mess around with that in just a little bit. So that's one side, and then the other side we just need to mirror that. So first thing we need to do is rip the gun off, flip those back in, close that up, take and flip that up. This is going to come up, and then we have to readjust this arm. Like this. All right, so we'll leave it like that, and that'll come out. Oops, we did that backwards. I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, so it's going to come up. This will come over this away, and we're going to fold this in up like that. All right, so now that all that's done, we'll take and bend this out just a little bit so that this is just kind of resting up against here like that. And then this is gonna plug into here. And then we'll take this, and this gets tabbed in back over here. So this tabs into here. Oops, that came apart. That tabs into there. And then we'll just kind of even all this stuff out here. And then we'll take this portion right here and click that in right there. Pull this out, and then just kind of mess around with that until it looks straight. All right, and so this is the second jet mode. Now this is the one that I prefer. I think that this one looks way better. It doesn't hold together very well. You gotta make sure that you push it in all the way, and then it holds, because you can see that that kind of slipped just a little while ago. So as you can see, I have this folded up so that you don't have arms on the bottom here, just some random arms. And then these become kind of thrusters, so that looks really nice. So like I said, this is my favorite. So. All right, let's go ahead and get them back into 3 ships so that we can turn them into camera mode. All right, so here are the 3 individual ships. Now we're gonna go ahead and show how to convert these guys into a camera. All right, so each one of these is gonna basically be the same thing. So we're gonna take these pieces off, and we're gonna take the gun off, and we're gonna take this off. All right, so now what we have to do is fold these pieces up. The arms are now going to come up like this. You want to double fold them up, and if you look and see where I put the little tab, that's where you have to put the arm at. So it's going to go exactly like this. This is how you want the arm to look before you transform. So now what you want to do is you want to take and tab these legs together like this. This is going to come out like this, and you're going to take and fold these up. And the reason that those arms have to be in a specific location is because they have to fold into the legs. So you got to put those into the legs and then just push it together like that. Push this down and you have one module done. So I'll go ahead and show it to you one more time. All right, so after you've removed all your pieces, what you want to do is you want to flip these back up. Take and you leave this like this. You want to rotate this so that these are connected. Now your arms, rotate, flip up. You want to make sure that the tab is exactly like that. All right, so let's do that for the other arm. Not like that, but you want to push it up just a little bit like that. Now you don't want to go too far and go like that because then it won't fit either. It's got to be just like that. All right, now take and fold that into the legs like that. Flip that down. Module number 2 is done. I'll go ahead and show you a third time. Moving all the kibble stuff. Go ahead and flip this together. One more time with the arms. Just like that. Flip them up. Fold them in together. Flip this down. And we got module number 3. So what you have to do is spin these 2 around. And this one is going to stay in the front. So you'll take and tab these together. See, these are really easy to line up. You line these up and then you line up these into here and this into here. Really easy. So that's one. Now the other side. All right, there you go. All right, so that's all clipped together. Now usually I'll hide this one in here. You want to take one of them, goes down here, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. And then I use one here for the button. So just to pretend like it's the button. And you can use all 3 of those. So now what you want to do is you want to take all 3 of the shields. So make sure they're all facing the same direction, and they'll all kind of tab together into each other, and they just kind of hold with friction. They're not a tab type of thing. See, this goes into here. Just kind of fill it out like that, and then this will kind of hold it together a little bit better too. So you want to take it so that there's a seam on the top, and there's 2 holes on either side of this piece right here. And you'll take and tab that into here. There you go. And those are held on by there. This doesn't tab into anything. Now you want to take the 3 guns, and now you want to tab those all together. And this is kind of held on by friction also. So those will all go together like this. We're going to take this piece right here. And you see how there's these 3 little semicircles on top? Well, those go into this. Just like that. And that becomes the tripod. So there you go. There is Refraktor in his camera mode now. So you just look at it from the back and click away. So unfortunately, he is way too big for Megatron to hold him, but it looks really cool. It looks really cool. It's a really nice looking camera. And the cartoon accurate versions of them are actually going to come with 3 extra pieces. So it's going to come with the flash for For this guy, it's going to come with the little viewfinder thing on top for this guy, and then it's going to come with the actual button and a piece that comes over this to make a grip so that you can hold on to it. And so, all right, so this is him in this mode. So we'll go ahead and get them all back into robot mode. So you know what? Let's just transform one of them. It'll be easier because they're all the same basically. So we'll just take and break that apart. You'll see that it'll kind of already pull this apart. Just want to bring this forward like this. Now it looks, don't be surprised, it looks like it's almost done, but it's not. If you take a look at the feet, the way that the feet are connected, you'll look at it and the rocker is this way. You don't want it that way. You got to remember to flip around the waist and then flip the feet back around. So you have that, flip the head back up. All right, so there you go. Refraktor back in his robot mode. Now, let's get one of these little pieces and put him back on there. So I'll go ahead and take a look at the articulation. So he has a, I don't know if he has a ball jointed head. Yeah, it looks like it does. It moves up a little bit, up and down a little bit, and left and right. You can make him look up extreme if you kind of bring him back a little bit. That's mainly due to, ooh, you can make him look down too if you do that, if you pull the chest forward a little bit. All right. Now his arm, he has a peg joint that goes forward like this. Now he has a pin joint that allows him to move his arm up like that. You can twist. Now he has two separate elbows. Now this one is a little bit fiddly. So you got 1, 2, nothing at the wrist. You can bend his arm down like that to, you know, hold different weapons or different things in different poses. Waist, hips, 2 different joints. So you have a joint that goes this way, a pin joint that goes out this way. Twist, knee, only goes about 90 degrees. You have a foot tilt. You can bend the toe. So, yeah, fair amount of articulation for this guy. So, all right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video review. If you did, please drop a like. If you haven't already followed me on Facebook, you can find that down in the link in the description. This is Tambeyoda. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.